Hello friends. Today I'm going to show you how to make an unexpectedly delicious beverage based on carrots, orange peels, raisins, and some other spices. So we begin by cutting our carrots into manageable sized pieces. These pieces are going to go into a food processor with our other ingredients so that they are cut into small, tasty little bits for the bacteria. We're not going to be eating the carrots or the leftovers because the delicious drink is our real aim. So let's put our carrots into the processor. The other ingredients will go with them. The other ingredients are orange peels. We don't need the fruit because the extra acids and sugars are not what we're after. We're after the orange peel itself. The product that we're trying to get from it isn't in the fruit, but the peel. So we collect those up and save our little oranges for later. We'll eat those and they'll be great. We collect enough to make about a cup per quart. That's what we're going for, a cup per quart. The beverage that we're making is considered like a shrub or a mocktail. So we got those. I'm going to remove a few of these carrots. And we're going to add our citrus peels. The next ingredient is really critical and very important. You have to get untreated, unsulfured, unprocessed, raw, organic raisins. They have to be this way because the sulfur, the dioxides, those are meant to stop fermentation. The organic is super critical important because the Saccharomyces yeast that lives on the surface of the grape and in the grape will be disrupted and damaged in a non-organic process. We're going to be using 1/2 of a cup of raisins. That Saccharomyces yeast on the surface is going to mix with the orange peels and the yeasts that live on the surface of the orange peels. Together, they're going to feed on the sugars in the carrot. The cellulose in the carrot is going to give it the time it needs to extract. This is clove. We're going to add a few of those to give it a nice floral flavor. You don't need a lot, but it's just for flavor. Then we're also going to add a cinnamon stick, again for flavor. And we want to break it up as much as we can before we put it in the food processor. Whew, I don't know about that piece. That's a piece of wood. There we go. That's a little better, a little less tough. Those tough pieces won't break up so good in the blender. So anyway, there we go. Got that. And we will now give it a turn. All right, these ingredients look wonderful. They also smell absolutely delicious. Smells so good, y'all. Smells so good. So we now want to fill our jar with our mash that we've made. You can see it's all blended into a high cleavage mash. That's what's going on here, is that we're making it so that the bacteria has plenty of surface area to land on. giving it an increased speed of fermentation. This ferment uses water, salt water, brine, as the salt initiator. All right. So the way we make our water is to 5% sea salt, as we showed during blending. So that's 2 tablespoons. And 1/2. 2.5 tablespoons. So we mix that up. Make sure it gets all down in there. Don't want any air bubbles, because, sorry friends, the battery literally died. So we were right at the spot where I was stirring it down, and you want it to have a consistency like this. Like this. See, this is about 50% water. Okay. So this recipe you're going to shake morning and evening, so that it doesn't build up too much gas or overflow or whatnot. So a lot of this vegetable material is going to dehydrate into liquid, and what's going to happen is that overnight, a layer down here, check into my Twitter. I'm going to do updates on this ferment for you while it works. So it'll be this much juice by tomorrow, and then it'll get shaken like this. You'll release the lid and then turn it back on just till it's starting to tighten. And that's how we make this ferment. So this one's going to require a part B, and you're going to want to come back and have a look at it, because we're going to have to pH check it and go over when it's done. So thank you so much.